Alright, here's what we have. We have a gap here which is very small. A gap here, let's say it's pretty much okay at the top, it's very big at the bottom. So basically what we have to do is we have to keep this where it is. We have to close this end, so we have to drop the rear end of the door down, and then we're gonna have a perfect gap here. But here this line is not gonna line up anymore, and it doesn't line even now because it needs to go up, and we want to push it down. So what we have to do is actually we need to increase this distance. That's for sure. The distance between here and here needs to increase. But right now we have a bar. We have this bar inside which we welded before we took the car apart. But do we know if that was the perfect situation? Not really sure. I think what we have to do is we have to untuck this bar because it was stuck here. We have to raise a little bit here, so this gap is gonna open. It's gonna become too wide, but it's gonna be even. So when it's too wide, we're gonna shift the door forward, and then we're gonna have a gap here that is a little bit bigger but parallel, and a gap that is parallel here. I hope you get my idea, but if you don't get it, you will see it. I think what happened was when they changed the seals, they screwed up the whole geometry of the car, and now I have the chance to fix it. Okay, I played a little bit more with the door. I actually raised it higher, just a little bit. And now I have perfect front gap. I really like it. I really like this gap now. The rear gap is good as well. Now the hinges are keeping the door open because they're rusted. But when I close it, I think actually this might come a little bit lower. Just a little bit, the rear end of the door, because I don't like underneath. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a little bit the rear end of the door. Yeah, it is a little bit higher. Okay, now it's better. And the gap to the seal is better. Yeah, so in this position now, oh, sorry about the light. So in this position now, we're gonna weld this back. Right, I welded the bar now, so I'm gonna drop the crane and let's see if something is gonna change. Oh, nothing changed, so the bar is holding well. Okay, so we're gonna make sure when we are installing the body on the frame, we're gonna make sure that we shim everything everywhere so it is sitting in the same position. But we know that that it can be achieved, so we have to achieve that by shimming it. Or we just drive with the bar around and jump over. Yeah, it's good for shows. Nobody's gonna sit in the car. Whatever. Okay, so now I'm not going to remove anything. I'm going to keep welding. I'm going to weld the seal now. I'm going to weld the floor and everything without removing the door and the fenders, so we can keep an eye on the gap. I had to be very careful also with the bottom flange, I had to make sure it is straight, and as you can see here, the front end needs to come down a little bit and the rear end needs to be jacked up. Alright guys, I think that's better. Now here it needs to go up a little. That's perfect. This end needs to come down a little, but I'm gonna force this down once I weld here. So I'm gonna weld it here, at least in the center, at least from somewhere here to here, and then I'm gonna try to pull this corner down and maybe a little bit this corner. Okay, it's all welded. I'm not gonna grind it yet. I'm gonna grind it later. I'm gonna make a straight line underneath, and yeah. So now we are ready to weld the floor on the inside. Remember, I drilled holes for plug welds, so we can weld the drop of the floor to the inner side of the strengthener piece. But now let me show you the dilemma that we have there. Okay, so this is the floor drop that we need to weld to the inner side of the strengthener piece, right? But where should we weld it? Here, or here, or here, or here? You see, so the seal, actually the body, because the A post together with the seal are moving, and they're not permanently attached to the floor, right? So there's a little bit of play here, you see? So we're not really sure where to exactly to position it. But we have this. It's rusty, of course, we have to paint it, but now just for the idea I'm gonna show you. The seal cap is gonna help us because this is the shape that the seal needs to have at the end. So you see, first of all, the seal needs to go out so it can fit inside. So let's do that. This is how far out it needs to be. But okay, something like that. Oh, okay. So here's our answer. How far up and how far to the side it needs to go. This is where it needs to go. So 6 million clamps, but we positioned it where we want it. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna paint the caps first. I'm gonna weld them in the front and the back to give me the right position of the floor, and then I'm gonna weld it inside. Alright, this one is welded like this, and I also adjusted the rear one, and this one is clamped as well, so I'm just gonna weld it now. Stop. What are you doing? Have you checked your comments on YouTube lately? Now go check your drawings. What is this, Ellen? Well, this is Are you trying to reinvent Triumph? No, Are you trying to be smarter than the engineers? No, I just thought that Are you gonna reinvent the wheel next? No. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, unfortunately at this point it's a little bit too late to do anything here because the seals are installed, the caps are installed, the inner seal is not welded yet, but it is almost there. The floor is tucked in place, so unfortunately the strengthener piece is gonna stay there forever. Well, it's not that bad. It's going to provide extra strength to the car, right? And it's going to remain in the history. After the double timing chain tensioner of Elin, that's going to remain like Elin's reinforced TR6 seal. I can't hit the undo button. Maybe you can. Try Control Z. Doesn't work? No? Anyways, we can keep the strengthener there. And yeah, the floor is all tucked underneath. There are 5-6 tucks, but I don't want to take them out. And the strengthener is welded top and bottom, so it's too late to take it out now. Okay, here and here I just tucked it so it doesn't move anymore, and the rest of the welding along here and here is going to be done from underneath when I flip the body. So now that it's stuck in place, let me check the gaps again, and we can take out the fenders and maybe the door. Okay, everything still looks good. So maybe the door can move a little bit back, because this gap is a little bit smaller than this one, but they are even. So the door can move a little bit back next time we install it, that's not a problem. And yeah, since everything is in place and everything is tucked, then we are okay now to take out the fenders and the door, so we have better access and keep welding the floor, the seal, and keep doing our repairs here on this side. Stop laughing, okay? Stop laughing. Okay, and now to order the patch. Yeah guys, I'm not gonna make my own patch for here, and I think it's too complicated to be made. I think I can order it. Okay, so ordering for Rusty Beauties. Can you please make this patch as soon as possible for me? Rush, thank you. Send. Oh, that must be done. That was fast. Yeah, we got a delivery. Oh, and these guys, they are amazing. They always take video of what they do so they can prove that they did it the right way. So we can play that. Oh, nice. I hope it fits. Nice. Let's see first the video of how they made it, and then we're gonna try to fit it. Whoa, these guys are good actually. I like them. And they say they made it on the first try. Oops. Whoops. Yeah, they said they made it on the first try. Surprise. Oh, there's no strengthener piece here. Strengthener. The strengthener piece, the strengthener piece, 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 strengthener piece.